Long ago, in the warm heart of Africa, nestled between rolling hills and whispering baobab trees, lay the peaceful village of Mukana. The villagers lived in round mud huts with thatched roofs, painted in bright patterns and surrounded by fields of maize, millet and cassava. The people of Mukana were known for their vibrant dances, drum songs and their great love for storytelling. In this village lived a kind-hearted young girl named Nam. She had skin like rich earth after the rains, eyes that shimmered like the moonlight on the river, and a spirit as warm as the midday sun. Nam once had a loving mother and father, but sickness took them both when she was still a child. After their passing, Nam was taken in by her father's second wife, Mukana, a proud and cruel woman who had two daughters of her own, Zuba and Tanda. From the moment Nam entered their hut, her life changed. Mukana stripped her of fine clothes and made her wear old, tattered wrappers. She no longer went to the market or the river with the other girls. Instead, she cooked, fetched water, washed clothes, and swept the compound from dawn till dusk. Still, Nam never complained. She sang while she worked songs her mother once taught her, and her voice carried through the village like a breeze before a rain. One day, a great announcement was made by the village griot who beat his talking drum through every path and homestead. The prince, son of Chief Ogundel, is searching for a bride. A grand festival will be held at the palace grounds. All maidens of the land are invited. Excitement swept through Mukana like wildfire. Girls began weaving new clothes. Mothers brewed the finest palm wine, and drummers polished their gems. Mukana and her daughters spent days preparing, but Nam was told she could not go. "You, a dirty village rat like you at the prince's festival?" Mukana scoffed. "Who will do the chores, eh? Sit your bones down and scrub those pots." The day of the festival came. Zuba and Tanda wore shimmering kente skirts and gold bangles. Their hair was braided with cowrie shells. They strutted off, laughing, leaving Nam behind in tears by the cooking fire. As she sat weeping, an old woman appeared at the edge of the compound. She wore a faded wrapper, walked with a carved stick, and her eyes held ancient wisdom. "Why do you cry, child?" the woman asked. Nam explained between sobs. The old woman smiled gently. "You have a good heart, Nam. Stand up." She tapped the ground with her stick, and in a swirl of dust and feathers, magic filled the air. Suddenly, Nambi's rags transformed into a beautiful dress of indigo and gold, with beads that sparkled like morning dew. On her feet were soft leather sandals, fit for a queen. A head wrap of royal blue appeared, and her skin glowed like it had been kissed by the gods. Behind her, a young goat tied to a tree turned into a grand antelope-drawn palanquin, decorated with palm fronds and colorful cloth. "Go to the festival," said the woman, "but you must return before the moon climbs. High before the drums call the midnight dance." Nam bowed in gratitude and was carried off to the festival, her heart pounding. At the festival, drums thundered, fire torches lit the night, and food filled the air with rich smells. When Nam arrived, silence fell over the crowd. No one recognized her. Even Mukana and her daughters stared with wide eyes. The prince Omori, tall and noble with wise eyes, was entranced. He danced with no one but Nam. Her laughter, her grace, her kindness, it was as if the stars had descended to the earth in her form. But just as the village griots began the midnight rhythm, Nam heard the call. She fled, leaving behind one sandal made of soft antelope hide. Prince Omori searched high and low across Mukana and neighboring villages. He went from compound to compound, asking each girl to try on the sandal. Zuba and Tanda tried, but the sandal would not fit, not even by force. Finally, he came to Mukana's home. Nam was hidden in the back, but the prince's eyes scanned the yard. Is this all your household? Mukana hesitated, but Omori heard a familiar voice humming softly from behind the hut. He followed the sound and found Nam, in her old wrappers, but with the same radiant smile. The moment she slipped her foot into the sandal, it fit perfectly. The sky rumbled, and a rainbow arced across the sky, an omen of blessing. Prince Omori took her hand and declared, "This is the one chosen by fate." Mukana and her daughters were speechless. Some say their mouths stayed open for a whole day. Nam became queen of the village, not because of beauty or magic, but because of her good heart. She ruled with kindness, and the people of Mukana never forgot the girl who once sang by the fire, and the old woman with the stick. Some say she was a spirit of the ancestors sent to watch over the land. And so ends the tale of Nam, the Cinderella of the Savannah.